Matt, it's a point on the road this evening. Your reflections on that one?
Yeah, exactly that. Obviously, we're listen. A point on the road's never a bad point. I think once we go into the lead, we want to go on again. I think they scored with their first shot on target, which sometimes is what it is. And I thought it was a good strike from them, and I thought during that little spell of pressure that they had on us, you're just hoping for that spell to just slightly stop a little bit, and it didn't. I thought there were factors in that. I thought the referee was atrocious tonight. I thought the amount of times that our centre forwards were being pushed, pulled, manhandled, and he seems to have no clue about kind of football contact and stuff like that. And a couple of those times, especially in this second half, which would have stemmed that tide when we were trying to get into the front area, he was clueless and oblivious to it. So it was really frustrating to come and speak about a referee, but I thought his lack of control in the game really didn't protect our strikers during the game, and it was as though because he booked 2 or 3 of their centre-backs in the first half, he felt like he couldn't give any fouls against them. So that's my rant over on that, but as I say, I thought it was atrocious. But in terms of us, as I say, a point on the road is never a bad point. Are we frustrated that we didn't get that second to the kind of kill the game off? Yeah. Are we pleased with the response after Saturday? Of course we are. There was, we were all kind of shell shocked is probably the right word after Saturday, because that was certainly not what we've come to expect from each other. That was more like it tonight in terms of who we are, what we are, and what we believe in ourselves, and the resilience that the guys showed to make sure that we weren't going to come away from here without anything is exactly what we've come to expect from the group that we have. Now it's on to Saturday now to put that next bit right.
I'll come on to the strikers in a minute, because we saw Jamil and Josh up front together, but it could have been a completely different game at half-time had Adai not been in fine form, denying Isaac Hutchinson on a couple of occasions, and Isaac really showcasing exactly what he's about in those advanced positions.
I thought the save that he made, the keeper from Isaac, would have made it 2-0. I don't think there's many in the division would save. I thought that was an incredible save, so fair play to him. And them key little moments, we spoke about him the other day, that little moment then prevents you going 2-0 up and killing the game off. But again, that's what he's there to do, so fair play to him. I thought Jamil and Josh were outstanding. I thought Jamil was as much as a handful as you find in this level. I thought he was incredible, and I thought Josh was a fantastic foil for him as well. So very, very pleased with their contribution tonight, as I always am with them guys, but I thought particularly they were extremely effective, and I didn't think they could cope with them, as was shown with the penalty where Jamil holds it up really, really well and gets Jack onto it. So really pleased for them guys. Clearly when you come to Crawley, they play a certain way. They play a way where they pop up in positions which is sometimes you have to, that real communication between the guys to they find awkward and uncompromising positions, which is very, very good when it looks and it is going the way it is. The game plan worked really, really well with it. And as soon as we got on top of it, I fancied us to go and away. But as I say, sometimes a point's a point, and it's not a bad point. Are we frustrated with the fact that we didn't go and get the 3? Yes. Are we satisfied we didn't get the 3? No. But as I say, I think the response from Saturday was fantastic. So fair play, credit to the lads. They dug in and got what at least we deserved.
On a final note for me, I'm going to keep it shorter tonight, but 174 travelled down, terrible conditions. It was a long old drive, plenty of traffic on the M25 down here. A word on those, please.
They're unbelievable. They really, really are. 175, you say. That is incredible support. It was, I think, before we got to the game tonight, there was talk of a pitch inspection and all of that, and I'm glad for them guys that have made that journey that didn't happen tonight, because the support that they give us, that week in, week out, up and down the country, 175 of them to turn up at Crawley away on a Tuesday night, it's no mean feat. The lads are so kind of thankful and proud of the efforts that they put in. We continue to want to put in the effort to make them proud. We want them to come along with us, get them numbers up as much as we possibly can, and keep giving them something to really shout and celebrate about, and that's what we're building towards. We want these games to be games at the top end of the league, of course we do, and that's what we're building towards, and the lads in there, through experiences that they've had today, that's where we're headed. But again, that last note on that, fantastic group of supporters that we have at this football club, and they love their team, and we want to give them a team to continue to love.